Close your eyes and just listen. Hidden within an ancient text, long overlooked by many yet honored by a select few, lies a profound code. This code speaks of genuine prosperity, of doors that effortlessly open, of fertile ground, even when everything around seems barren. The ancient promises held within Deuteronomy aren't merely words etched on a page. They are, in essence, spiritual keys designed to activate your subconscious mind, aligning it with the abundant reality that already exists in the unseen. But here's the crucial insight. These promises don't simply materialize by being read. You must internalize them deeply. You must truly feel them, vividly imagine them, and then allow them to unfold. There's a mental practice, simple yet often forgotten, that reconfigures your inner landscape, making space for all that has been promised to you. We're talking about wealth, fruitfulness, and victory. And your current circumstances are irrelevant. If you truly listen to this with your heart, what feels locked away can finally unlock. Take a deep breath. Because today you will remember who you have always been, an heir to infinite abundance. Are you ready to activate it? There's a secret tucked away in humanity's oldest scriptures, a timeless code preserved through millennia that very few truly comprehend today. We are discussing a specific mental discipline capable of actualizing the promises of wealth found in Deuteronomy, bridging ancient wisdom with what modern science calls the law of attraction. Yet this goes far beyond any common understanding of manifestation you may have encountered. Have you ever wondered why some individuals appear to possess an inherent magnetism for abundance, while others spend their entire lives struggling against scarcity? Why do certain lineages thrive across generations, while others remain trapped in endless cycles of financial hardship? The answer isn't solely found in physical effort or mere luck, but in something far more profound and potent. If you constantly feel like you're chasing money, if you work diligently, but the desired results never materialize, if you sense an invisible barrier between you and the prosperity you seek, then you must grasp that there exists a spiritual dimension of wealth that has been entirely overlooked by our contemporary society. If this content resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we are about to delve into territories few dare to explore, revealing connections that can literally reshape your relationship with abundance. The book of Deuteronomy is not just an ancient collection of laws. It serves as an encoded manual on how to align human consciousness with the universal principles of prosperity. When Moses speaks of blessings and curses, of choosing life and death, of a land flowing with milk and honey, he is describing states of consciousness that directly determine our material reality. But here's what most people fail to grasp. These biblical promises are not merely spiritual metaphors. They delineate precise mental processes that, when correctly activated, generate powerful magnetic fields of attraction in your life. Modern quantum science is only now beginning to uncover what the ancients understood thousands of years ago. The truth is, your mind operates as both a transmitter and receiver of frequencies. Every single thought, every emotion, every belief you hold is constantly sending signals out into the universe. And the universe, adhering to immutable laws, responds in accordance with the frequency you are emitting. Deuteronomy teaches precisely how to tune into that frequency for abundance. When the sacred text says, "Blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the field," it's not merely referring to geographical location. It's describing states of consciousness that transcend physical limitations. The city represents your professional life, your ventures, your social interactions. The field symbolizes your private life, your family, your personal endeavors. Blessing is a state of mind that you can consciously learn to activate. However, there's a significant issue. Most people have been conditioned to believe that spirituality and material prosperity are incompatible. We grew up hearing that money is the root of all evil, that wealthy individuals are greedy, that there is nobility in poverty. These limiting beliefs create energetic blockages that impede the natural flow of abundance. The reality is, poverty is not virtuous. It is, in fact, a form of violence against your divine potential. When you live in scarcity, you cannot fully express your gifts. You cannot help others in the way you desire. You cannot create the positive impact you were meant to make in this world. Deuteronomy reveals that prosperity is a spiritual right, not a privilege reserved for a select few. But to access this right, you need to understand and apply specific principles encoded within the sacred text. The first principle we can call election consciousness. In Deuteronomy, the people are constantly reminded that they were chosen, set apart, elected for something extraordinary. This isn't religious nationalism, it's a technology of consciousness. When you truly grasp that you were chosen for greatness, for abundance, to make a difference, your mental frequency shifts completely. Consider this. How would you behave if you knew, with absolute certainty, that you were selected by the universe itself to live a life of abundance and purpose? How would you walk? How would you speak? How would you think? What decisions would you make? This election consciousness is not arrogance. It is the recognition of your true divine nature. The second principle is what we refer to as obedience to universal laws. Deuteronomy is replete with instructions on following commandments, obeying statutes, and observing ordinances. But these are not just moral rules. They are laws that govern how energy moves throughout the universe. When you understand that gratitude attracts more reasons to be grateful, that generosity creates cycles of abundance, that integrity aligns you with the cosmic flow of prosperity, you are obeying universal laws, not out of fear of punishment, but from an understanding of how reality truly functions. The law of attraction is not merely think positive and everything will happen. It is a complex system of alignment between thought, emotion, belief, and action. Deuteronomy teaches precisely how to create this alignment consistently and powerfully. Now, allow me to share a practical technique that emerges directly from the teachings of Deuteronomy and can begin to transform your financial reality immediately. But first, if you're sensing that you've finally found the answers you've been seeking, that there's something distinct about this content, something that can genuinely alter your life, then you absolutely need to explore the comprehensive material I've specifically prepared for individuals like you. Click the link in the first pinned comment to discover how to practically and systematically apply these revelations in your life. The technique I'm about to share is rooted in the concept of words of life found in Deuteronomy. The sacred text states that the words Moses spoke were not just words, but life to those who found them. This unveils a fundamental principle. Certain words carry creative power when uttered with the correct frequency. There is a specific practice you can perform every morning for just 5 minutes that will program your subconscious mind to recognize and attract opportunities for abundance. But this practice goes far beyond simple positive affirmations. First, you must understand that your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you create mental images with sufficient clarity and emotion, your subconscious accepts this as reality and begins to work towards manifesting that reality externally. The technique involves creating what we call a Deuteronomic vision. You will sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and visualize yourself living the specific blessings mentioned in Deuteronomy, but adapted to your modern reality. Imagine yourself as someone who is blessed in all urban endeavors. See yourself in business meetings where your ideas are highly valued, where opportunities naturally arise, where influential people are drawn to collaborate with you. Feel the confidence, the inherent authority, the respect you inspire. Now, visualize yourself experiencing blessings in your personal domain. See your family life thriving, your personal projects flourishing, your health vibrant, your relationships harmonious. Feel the peace, the gratitude, the sense that everything is flowing perfectly in your life. But here is the game-changing secret. As you visualize, you must feel the emotions as if all of this were already your present reality. Not as something you hope will happen in the future, but as something that is already unfolding now. This is the key to activating the law of attraction in a truly potent way. Deuteronomy teaches that blessings aren't just about accumulating more money. They are about existing in a state of consciousness where you naturally attract what you need to fulfill your purpose. When you are aligned with this state, opportunities appear in ways you could never have conceived. People start discussing you in conversations you're not even aware of. Resources emerge from unexpected directions. Solutions to problems that seemed insurmountable present themselves as if by coincidence. But these are not mere coincidences. They are direct manifestations of your alignment with the universal laws of abundance. Now, there's a deeper aspect to this practice that few comprehend. Deuteronomy speaks of writing these words on your hand and as frontlets between your eyes. This isn't merely a symbolic ritual. It's an instruction on how to program your subconscious mind through conscious repetition. When you physically write down your visions of abundance, when you read them daily, when you place them in locations where your eyes can constantly see them, you are literally rewiring the neural patterns that determine your financial reality. But there's something even more powerful. Deuteronomy teaches about transmitting these truths to the next generation. This means that when you truly embody these principles, you not only transform your own life, but also create a legacy of abundance that will impact your family for generations. Imagine the profound impact of breaking generational cycles of scarcity. Imagine being the person who completely shifts the financial destiny of your lineage. This isn't just about you. It's about all the lives you can touch and transform through your own metamorphosis. Now, let me share something that might seem controversial, but it's crucial to understand. Poverty is often a form of selfishness disguised as humility. When you keep yourself small, when you refuse to prosper, when you accept less than you deserve, you are depriving the world of your unique gifts. Think about the people you admire most, those who have made the greatest difference in the world. How many of them lived in extreme poverty? The truth is, you need resources to create impact. You need abundance to fully express your mission in this world. Deuteronomy reveals that prosperity is a vehicle for purpose, not an end in itself. When you prosper with consciousness, when you understand that your abundance is a tool to serve something greater, you become a conduit through which the universe can perform miracles. There is a specific prayer in Deuteronomy that, when adapted correctly, becomes one of the most powerful manifestation tools ever created. But this prayer must be offered with true understanding, not merely as a mechanical repetition of words. The prayer begins with acknowledgement. You acknowledge that everything you possess comes from a higher source, that your capacity to create wealth is a divine gift, that your prosperity is not just for your personal benefit, but to fulfill a greater purpose. Next comes the declaration of faith. You declare with absolute conviction that you are aligned with the universal laws of abundance, that you are worthy to receive all the blessings the universe has prepared for you, that you are ready to embrace the responsibility that comes with prosperity. Finally, there is the commitment. You commit to using your abundance wisely, to being a conscious steward of the resources you receive, to sharing your blessings in a way that multiplies good in the world. This prayer is not just words. It is a complete reprogramming of your identity in relation to wealth. When you perform it with sincerity and regularity, profound shifts begin to occur in your life. But here's something you must grasp. True transformation does not happen overnight. Deuteronomy speaks of a gradual process, of land to be conquered little by little. This teaches patience and perseverance. Your consciousness of abundance develops progressively. Every small victory, every new opportunity, every increment in your income is not just a material outcome. It is evidence that you are becoming a different person, someone who naturally attracts prosperity because you are aligned with the universal laws that govern the creation of wealth. Modern science confirms that our brain possesses neuroplasticity, meaning it can form new neural connections at any age. This implies that you can literally rewire your mind for abundance, regardless of how many years you've lived in patterns of scarcity. Deuteronomy teaches that you can choose life or death, blessing or curse. This choice isn't just a single moment, but a decision you make constantly through your thoughts, words, and actions. Every time you complain about your financial situation, you are choosing the curse. Every time you express gratitude for what you have, you are choosing the blessing. Every time you act with fear regarding money, you are choosing death. Every time you act with faith and courage, you are choosing life. Now, there's a practical aspect that cannot be ignored. Deuteronomy doesn't just teach about mindset, but about aligned action. It's futile to visualize and meditate if you're not willing to act when opportunities arise. The law of attraction operates through a system of co-creation. You align your consciousness with what you desire, and the universe responds by bringing opportunities, resources, and people who can help you manifest your goals. But you must be prepared to recognize these opportunities and act upon them. This means developing your skills, expanding your knowledge, building relationships, and being present and attentive to the signals the universe is constantly sending. Deuteronomy teaches that the promised land would not be conquered automatically, but through the combination of faith and strategic action. When you truly grasp these principles, when you consistently apply them in your life, something truly magical happens. You stop battling life and begin to dance with it. You stop forcing outcomes and start naturally attracting what you need. People begin to notice something distinct about you. There's an innate confidence, an inner peace, a sense that you possess knowledge others don't. And you genuinely do. You've unearthed secrets hidden within ancient texts that remain eternally relevant. Your relationship with money will completely transform. It will cease to be a source of anxiety and instead become a natural tool for expressing your creativity and purpose. You stop chasing money and start creating genuine value in the world, understanding that money is merely a natural consequence of that value. But perhaps most importantly, you'll understand this. Your prosperity isn't just about you. It's about all the lives you can impact, all the causes you can support, all the dreams you can help others achieve. You become a conduit through which universal abundance can flow into the world. Deuteronomy teaches that when you prosper in the correct way, when you are aligned with the universal principles of abundance, your prosperity becomes a blessing for everyone around you. You don't take from anyone. You add value to the world and are rewarded accordingly. This is the fundamental difference between conscious wealth and unconscious wealth. Unconscious wealth is accumulated through competition, exploitation, and fear. Conscious wealth is manifested through collaboration, value creation, and love. And it is this second type of wealth that Deuteronomy teaches us to attract. When you embody these principles, when you integrate this awareness, when you make these practices a consistent part of your daily routine, you don't merely transform your financial situation. You evolve into an entirely different person. Someone who effortlessly attracts abundance because they are aligned with the universal laws governing wealth creation. And here lies the most profound promise of all. When you truly comprehend and apply these principles, when you align your consciousness with the promises of Deuteronomy, when you practice these techniques with consistency and unwavering faith, your life will become a living demonstration of what is possible when a human being awakens to their divine potential. You will become living proof that miracles are not just ancient stories, but realities that can be experienced by anyone willing to elevate their consciousness and align with the universal laws of abundance. You will become an inspiration to others who are still grappling with scarcity, showing them that another path exists. If you felt that this content touched something deep within you, if you recognize truths your soul already knew, but your mind was just beginning to grasp, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your journey of transformation is just beginning, and we will be here to support you every step of the way towards the conscious abundance that is your divine right.